Hey, this is Kamari, and today we're going to be making Megumi from Shiki. So we're going to be making her yellow sundress, and the pattern I'm going to be using is Simplicity 6589, and we're going to be basing it off of View B. I'm going with a bit more of a structured bodice instead of a gathered bodice like you can see in the picture, just because I find that to be a bit more flattering. We're going to start by cutting out the bodice pieces. So we're going to cut side back, side front, center front, side back, and you're going to do this so that you have doubles of everything. So you're going to be cutting 4 of this piece, 4 of this piece, and 2 of this piece, because I'm just going to have the lining be the same material that the rest of the dress is made out of, so I'm just going to cut everything out of the yellow cotton. Now you're going to take the bodice pieces and sew them to, well, first you're going to zigzag them like usual, and then you're going to sew them together along the sides. Next, cut the rectangle for the shoulder strap using the pattern that was included with the pattern. And then you're going to zigzag around the edges to keep them from fraying. Then fold the rectangle in half and sew along the edge. I used a 5/8 inch seam allowance to make the strap a little bit thinner. Then you're going to turn the strap right side out and press flat. Next, take the shoulder straps and sew them onto the bodice. Next, putting right sides together, sandwiching the straps in, you're going to sew the lining to the front of the bodice along the top. Next, turn right sides out, and you're going to top stitch along the top of the bodice, and then you're going to also sew the 2 bottoms of the bodice together. Now you're going to take the skirt side pieces and zigzag around the edges, then sew them together along the sides. To make the pattern for Megumi's applique design, I took one of the pattern pieces for the skirt panels and then traced around it onto my paper, and then I sketched out the skull and crossbone design. I only really focused on half of it because I'm going to fold the paper in half and then cut around the design that I made so that when it's unfolded, it will be symmetrical. This is what the pattern looks like after it's been cut out. Copy the skull pattern onto the heat and bond, then iron the heat and bond onto your black fabric. Cut out your applique. Then peel off the paper backing, and you can see it's a little shiny with the adhesive, and you're going to place it onto the fabric and then iron it on. Instead of top stitching along the appliques, I hand sewed sequins for a little bit more flair. Next, you're going to sew the skirt to the bodice and then top stitch. Next, sew the side back pieces together and insert your zipper. Then do a rolled hem along the edge of the dress. And with that, Megumi's dress is done. For Megumi's hair ribbons, I took some double-faced black satin ribbon, tied it in a bow, and then hand sewed a hair clip to the back of it. On the front, I sewed on a sequin and a seed bead just to cover up the stitching from the hair clip. And then on the ends, to keep the ends from fraying, I just applied a little bit of clear nail polish. And here is the finished look. For more cosplay sewing tutorial videos, please subscribe. And if you have any suggestions for characters you'd like to see tutorials of, please comment below. Thank you!